Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first Reshape member interview with Claire Sachs. Hi, Claire.
Hi.
Let's just check that we are streaming into the Facebook group and that everybody can hear us properly. If you are jumping on to watch me chat with Claire about her journey through the Reshape Method, then say hi or give me a thumbs up. All right, that is all working great. So I'm going to start recording and we will get started. If you have any questions for Claire or me, but Claire is the one who's today, please pop them in the chat. I'll see. I'll keep an eye on my phone and check if there are any questions. Otherwise, if you're watching on the replay and you have any questions, pop them there. And Claire, would it be okay with you to answer anybody's questions about your experience and about the program?
Yes,
amazing,
sure.
amazing. Okay. So, hi everybody, welcome to the Peri and Menopause Movement and Posture Reshaping Club, and welcome to today's Reshape Roundup. I am so excited to have Reshape Method alum, I think that is the correct plural, right? My Latin's not so good. Claire Sachs. Hi, Claire. How are you?
I'm good, Tracy. How are you?
Awesome. Awesome. Doing really, really well and so excited to chat with you. So maybe just start by telling us a little bit about yourself, where you are, where you're from, and what made you decide to give the Reshape Method a try.
Okay, so I am 53, coming on 54, I think. I live in Thornhill, Ontario, and I come from England. I've been in Canada for a long time, probably about 30 years now. And I'm a preschool teacher, and so feel like I'm moving all day and busy all day, but during COVID, I guess, was like the worst when I wasn't teaching in person and sitting at home a lot. I got very, very out of shape and became like the heaviest I've ever been and the least fit I've ever been. And I was really searching for help with, with the menopausal symptoms that I was having, the hip pain and the hot flashes and the sleepless nights and the weight gain. It felt like there was nothing I could do. There was nothing that would stop this weight like piling on.
What had you been trying?
So, I mean, I've been doing yoga for, I think about 17 years. And I did Zumba and I did Aquafit. And of course, during COVID, those things stopped or they went online. And I didn't feel like I was getting anything out of them, but I knew I needed to keep moving and I needed something that would like put a shift in my weight gain and my movement. And I thought I was doing everything that I was doing right. I even tried like intermittent fasting and just kept gaining weight and getting more and more out of shape. So when I saw
all making you feel, how is this all making you feel, right, emotionally? Because sometimes that can be a real struggle, right, when we're trying so hard, right, because it's not for lack of trying. You're trying, like, right? And how does it feel when you try things and nothing works? How is that making you feel?
Oh my gosh, well, it's devastating, isn't it? It's like you almost feel like, what's the point? Let me just eat chocolate cake all day because nothing I'm doing is making any difference. Maybe this is just how it's going to be, I remember like clearly hearing my mom say the same thing to me. All I've had for lunch is cottage cheese and a cracker and I'm gaining weight. And she was like, forget it. I'm going to eat dessert. Because it doesn't matter what I do, still gaining that weight.
Right.
Yeah. And I thought this is just it. And it's like, it's devastating, really.
I can relate to that totally, right? You think, oh, okay, so what they say is true. It actually is all downhill from here. Except you're thinking, well, I'm actually too young to feel old, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was having like difficulty, like rolling over and getting out of bed in the morning, and I thought, this can't be right. Like at this age, this can't be right.
Yeah.
I have to do something.
And when you were getting out of bed, did you have to like wait for your body to warm up so that you could actually walk down the stairs?
And then like out of bed and like trying to walk across like to the bathroom. My legs were stiff and sore, and my heels were in pain, and I was like, oh, this can't be right.
Right. Yeah. And then, so you came to listen to my webinar, right?
Yeah. So I must have joined your Facebook page. I must have joined the, you know, when all those logarithms and algorithms or whatever they're called, and I'm looking for the magic pill. And they promise you, like those Provitalize or whatever, like they promise you take this supplement and you lose the weight. And obviously, like the algorithms and your Facebook page came up, and I was like, oh, I know Tracy. Maybe she can help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I came to the webinar, and your story like resonated with me. I was like, yes, that's me.
Yeah.
I need help.
And what about it? I remember there's a point in my webinar where I show a picture of me and my daughter at her bat mitzvah, and you can see I'm kind of like hiding behind her. Could you relate to that?
I've often used my children standing in front of me, but they're all taller than me now, so there's no hiding. It was my daughter's wedding, 2019. So thank God, right before lockdown. And I look back at those photographs and I think, oh my gosh, like that's terrible. I actually said, I feel like I'm ruining the photographs.
Oh no.
I was like, I'm ruining these photographs. It took me until this year to actually like get the photographs printed and put up on the wall because I was not happy.
No, I can relate to that because I don't think I've actually even printed out my daughter's like proper professional photos from a couple of years ago.
And I think that was like, I was like, yes, that's me. That's exactly how I am. Yeah.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling now? When did you finish the Reshape Method? It's a couple of weeks ago now already, maybe a month.
So Tracy, have I finished? Because I'm still doing the exercises, the workouts, and I'm still doing the walking, and so
what is the biggest kind of? Let's go through like the biggest transformations or changes, right? Because the program is called the Reshape Method, for people who don't know, and it's a 12-week program, although it's not really. It's lifetime access to the dashboard. But what have been, I'm sure people would like to know, what have been the biggest changes and transformations that have happened to you through doing the program?
Okay, so when I was saying hardly could get out of bed, and when I did get out of bed first thing in the morning, my legs, like they didn't really work. I think after maybe a month, like the first phase of the workouts in your Reshape Method, there was no more heel pain. Like no more hip pain. Like I could like roll out of bed and walk. And it's almost like remembering now, like, yeah, I couldn't walk. I could not get up and walk. And now, like after that first like phase 1, which is like 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
The first 4 weeks, I could like easily like get out of bed, no pain, walk first thing without having to like warm up and sit on the edge of the bed, like wait. And I realized that my hips were getting stronger, my legs were getting stronger. The bones, the hip bones, your pelvic bones, what are they called? The
ASIS, your sticky
ASIS. So during the first phase, it was like, you would say, find those sticky out bones. I'm like, there are no sticky out bones. But like fast forward like 6-7 weeks, I was like, oh my gosh, they're right there. I know where they are. And just like, we had a one-on-one coaching call, and you said, like, show me how you stand. And it was just, I was like, you're leaning forward, like my whole body's leaning forward. And when I pulled my body back into like a proper alignment, I could feel all the muscles down the front of my body, like all of a sudden, like clicked on.
Right.
Oh, that's what they're supposed to be doing. And
Amazing.
then when you're working those muscles in the right place, in the right alignment, then it starts toning. Everything is like, oh my gosh.
So how did you find, okay, so let's just go over some of the main things the main transitions, and then maybe we could tell people a little bit about how this program is different, right?
Okay.
So you mentioned in your forms, and I'll mention a few things, and then maybe you can go into them. Energy, less irritable, fewer hot flashes, fitting better in your clothes, losing weight. So maybe you can talk a little bit more about being able to just go for a long walk with your husband.
Yeah. So what was the first thing? Like the like I felt like my body was toning, like my hips, my legs, my whole body was toning up, and it felt like it was like I could look in the mirror and go, I can see changes. Clothes were looser, and I bought like the large size, and now they're like baggy, they're falling off. Oh my gosh, that's fine. Because I was sleeping at night, because I wasn't having so many hot flushes, and like all the like going outside for a walk, I was getting the fresh air, the exercise. It was like really helping me to sleep better at night. I was a much nicer person to be around. I was nicer to my children, nicer to my husband.
Absolutely. You do not have to be embarrassed to say that, because I think I even say in my webinar that I 100% took out the bad feelings that I was feeling about myself. I took those out on the people closest to me, and I think we do that, right?
Yeah. So my husband's always said that he thinks I'm amazing. He would say, but you're amazing. You look good. You look amazing. And I'm saying, like, crying about these wedding photographs, and he's like, but you're looking good. Like, this is never ever said to me, yeah, you really need to lose a few pounds. Never ever. But when I was losing the weight and feeling better about myself, he was saying, yes, see, like you're looking good. And I always said you look good, but now I could see it myself. Like, and now I felt it. And he was just happy that I was feeling that I was able to love myself again, I guess,
Right. Yeah. And that loving oneself, it's not really about the weight, perhaps, as it is about just feeling awesome in your body. And that's not at a size, right? The aim of the Reshape Method is not to get to a certain size.
No.
When we start moving well, when we start aligning well, when we start moving in the ways we should be moving, you just start to feel amazing. And then when you start to feel amazing, weight rate drops off. If weight is something you want. Not everybody in the Reshape Method does.
I did want to lose weight. Like, that was part of my reshape. I was like, not happy about that, but and you'd say, like, you just need to walk. And I was thinking, like, why? Because I had thought, like, I was doing this, and this. I need to add one more thing. And that one more thing was actually walking every day, but walking with good alignment.
Okay, so
using the correct muscles.
About that, right? Because was that your aha moment? Where it was not just, because the Reshape Method is not just about moving or just about walking. It's about moving and walking and exercising and doing everything well, right? Because, so was that an aha moment for you, that there's this missing piece, that you don't need more Zumba or more yoga or more walking, or what you need first is to get your body in alignment, right? So maybe you can talk a little bit about what you discovered in terms of that through your Reshape journey and through the learning lessons and everything.
So I joined, you had a Reshape Your Walk week. and it just so happened that at the Reshape, the week that you were running the challenge was my Reshape the Walk week. So I practiced and practiced that week, and it was amazing. And like getting your body, like you have to do the pelvic list, and that took a while to get. And I was saying to you, like, okay, I don't feel like it, and you just keep practicing, and then when you're walking, it will happen. And don't think about it too much. The only thing I did correct was my the distance between my feet. Like I widened the distance between my feet when I was walking. And I'm trying not to overthink it too much. Like going out every day, and but I could do the pelvic list. I could do that, and I knew that I was getting it when I was doing the workout. So I was hoping. And then one day I came back from a walk, and I was like, oh yes, I feel it where I'm supposed to feel it, in my glutes, in my is it the hamstrings, and it was like, this is the best. Yeah.
So what was your biggest hesitation about joining the Reshape Method? Because it's not a cheap program, it is a premium program. So what were your hesitations?
So my hesitation was what actually turned out to be the best thing. So I was holding myself back because I knew I needed to do it, but also at the same time, it was like, this is going to be like, I'm going to have to commit. I'm really going to have to be held accountable. You're going to hold me accountable. And then I thought, you know what, I have to have somebody holding me accountable. I could do any video, on YouTube, but to have this one-on-one like connection, this relationship with you, so that I can text you, I can post a message in the Facebook group, I can hop on the coaching call, a weekly coaching call, and really talk about things during the one-on-one coaching call. And that was what that helped me so much, because I like not just your answers to me, but watching you coach other people, other ladies in the group, was like, oh, I'm not doing that. That's how I should be doing that. And you could just say, like, where should I be feeling that exercise? Because I've been doing yoga for a long time, and I don't feel that. Am I supposed to be feeling it there? And like what held me back actually was the biggest, it was like the biggest gift, having you be able to coach one-on-one through this crazy pandemic we've been through, and online, holding me accountable, holding myself accountable, doing the worksheets every week. I'm making sure that I have everything scheduled, ready for the week, making sure I put in time to do my workouts, to do the walk. Yeah.
Because a lot of people finding time to do things is a challenge that a lot of people have. I don't know anybody who doesn't have time issues, right? And so there is quite a lot of consistency coaching and time management elements built in the program, right? To help you be successful and to set you up for success.
Yeah.
Did you get benefit out of that aspect of the program?
I certainly did. Yeah. Just the time management. At the beginning of the program, you do like, how do you spend your time? You do like a what do you call it? Like a snapshot of your day, like, and how long are you sitting? How long are you moving? And now I'm like, you know what? I need to get like everything settled for the week, so that I know where I'm going. And if things happen, like yesterday, I was called into work, didn't get to do the workout. That's fine, because I know I was moving during the day. And I was going to be okay. And today I did my workout, so I'm like back on track.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me, what stood out for you that made this program different from other things that you've tried?
So I'm going to say, like, the science behind it. All, you know, I call them podcasts, audio clips. I would listen to you and understand like why I'm doing what I'm doing and how it's affecting me. And you'd show like, you know, you'd have this resources, so you could go and look at them, and this is how you're breathing, and this is how you should be breathing, and this is how your skeleton is like skelly. You would show like how this is all moving, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing. And this is it biomechanics or
It's biomechanics, yeah.
I would listen, I would read, I would learn, and we'd go out for a walk with my husband, and I tell him the whole thing over. I was like, and this is why this is happening, and this is how it should be happening.
Yeah.
We both sat here the week that we were learning about breathing, and we're both like with our hands on our chests and our bellies, and we're like, I don't think I'm breathing at all. Nothing's moving.
Amazing. Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think about breathing, and I think about the French press, the coffee, going up and down, and then I breathe in, breathe out.
Right. Because this program is so different because we're not just moving. We're setting our bodies up to move well, which actually makes everything so much easier. So let's talk about, because it's been a while now since you officially finished the program.
Yes, it's been.
And you were saying you lost 8 pounds when we started introducing the nutrition coaching, right?
Yes,
because this isn't a diet program. Our focus is movement, right?
Yeah.
So maybe take people through a little bit of the journey of how I set the program up, in terms of we don't even touch diet until halfway through, right? So how was that helpful or not?
It was very helpful, because that was also another, you know, I would love a magic pill. I would have loved to have like one of those like magic pills you see on Facebook. I'll take one of those a day and lose all the weight. And so I think, you know, getting me into the program, getting me set up, like setting up for success, like you start the workouts, you start the walking, and it's very gentle. And the workouts are not like crazy, you know, like, I don't know, like bodybuilding or whatever. They're gentle, but effective strength building exercises. And so you think, this is good, I can do this. And the more you think, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, how you set up the program so that, you know, you're building on, like, it's like building blocks, and you're, you know, as a preschool teacher, you're building on the foundation, you build a solid foundation. And then when I got to that point, I was like, okay, so my legs are strong, and I've got a waist, and I'm losing the weight, I'm losing inches, except for this like stubborn fat. Okay, tell me, I know I'm going to have to do a diet. Like, how do I get rid of the fat? And it wasn't a diet. And that was also the science. It was the science behind why menopausal women hold weight, and where they hold weight, and how you can like break what is this? Like, you have to break the chain of the cortisone, like, you have to break that. And so that if you give your body a chance to rest,
yes,
and rebuild, then you start losing weight. And I was like, and it's the science behind it. I was like, intermittent fasting, no. But if I know,
it's easier than you thought it would be.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I have got used to drinking black coffee. No milk. And you told me I would, and I'm like, no, I don't think so, but I did. Yeah.
Amazing. And the important thing is, right, do you think that everything that you've learned is sustainable? Is it something that you're going to be able to do for the rest of your life?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've continued. Like, you know, it's been like almost 2 months since I stopped, and I've just continued doing my, you know, my weekly workouts, my daily walking. I've added in aquafit, I've added in Zumba again, which I kind of like put on hold. But I noticed when I did aquafit and I did Zumba, I was like holding, because my body's now in a good alignment, the muscles are just working better.
So you're getting more benefit out of your normal exercise.
Yeah. And I'm only doing the exercise I really love. because I love swimming and I love being in the pool and I love dancing. So I'm doing Zumba, but I don't need to go to the gym. Everything I have is here at home. I'm doing the workouts. I'm adding stronger resistance bands. I'm adding heavier weights. I'm doing maybe more repetitions than I was at the beginning. And I'm feeling stronger. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Really, this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing things right, when you're going to like the core of what needs to be changed, which in my approach is our alignment and our skeleton, so that all the movement you do all day long is muscle building and calorie burning, right? So we're moving from an exerciser mindset to a movement mindset.
Yeah.
It's actually so easy.
Yeah.
Right. You've got to do the hard work for it to get to the point where it's easy, right?
Because you know, like, so I was doing yoga, but was I using the correct muscles? And you call them the cheats, like your body, like it cheats because you go, I can just do this like this and it'll be fine and it looks good. It looks like a downward dog, but am I actually like, you know, rotating my elbows? Am I like making my arms like come on to work, holding me up? I don't think so. I think I was using all my upper traps. And just knowing like I have other muscles and making those connections between my muscles and my brain, everything's like started to work better.
You feel more empowered and educated about your body and the way it works and the way it should work.
Yes, yeah. Well,
And
I loved like
feel?
all those walks that I'd learn everything that see, and then going into looking elsewhere online, like, oh, you mentioned a lady, and I'm like, oh, let me go have a look, see what she's got to say as well. And then going for a walk with my husband and telling him, did you know do you know this is why we do this and this is why we do that and this is how it works.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us just about, is there any like kind of like one first of all, a lot of you did go on vacation a few times through the program. So maybe you can tell us, because some people are afraid to start because they're like, but I'm going to visit family or I'm going on a cruise. So is this a kind of program, because it's 3 months, right? I don't expect your life to be on hold for 3 months. How did you maintain or what were you able to do when you went away?
Okay. So the first time I went away was at the very beginning almost. It was like September, October. It was October, and I just really started the beginning of September, like the end of August. So I was very worried, and we were traveling a little bit, and so I said to you, like, what should I take with me? And you said, take your half round foam roller and take a block and the ball, the ball for under the foot stretch. And so I took a few things, and I don't know if I really did a lot because I was like very self-conscious as well. I was at my sister's house. I was at my parents' house. I was like, So the first time I didn't really do, but I kept walking every day. I just kept the walking every day. The second time I went was, like December, January. And I was like, no, I don't care. I'm doing this. I asked my sister-in-law, can I borrow your yoga mat? Do you have weights for me? And I set it up in wherever I could find the space. And I didn't care who was watching me. I was like, I'm doing my workout. And in fact, I think you all should come and watch me do this workout because I can do this. Look at me. I thought maybe I would encourage my mom to join me. Because I saw there was a mother-daughter, right?
Yes.
And I was like, oh, my mom could join. She could do this. She didn't. But she saw me working out, and I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm doing it.
So you went away over the Christmas New Year break.
Yeah, I did.
And you said that you didn't gain a pound, right?
No, I know. I was amazed because I went to England and I ate chocolate and I drank wine and there were parties. It was wonderful. Did not gain a pound. It was the first time ever. Yeah, that was I was really, I think that was like one of my aha moments. I was like, you know what, if I keep doing this, then those times when, there is a party or there is, an occasion where you're going to be, as a holiday, you're going to eat more than usual.
Right.
But if you keep doing what you're doing, keep your working out, keep your work set, keep the walking, everything is, it was amazing, didn't it? I didn't gain a pound. I know.
We want a program, and this is not so much a program as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It is truly a lifestyle change, and we won't get too much into the details of that.
Yeah.
But we want a lifestyle that is going to fit in with the way we want to live and the way that makes us happy, right? As opposed to having to make these big changes that you now have to cram your life, your round life into the square box. No, your movement and your eating and everything needs to fit into the rhythm and the ebb and flow of the reality of your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know, like you start stacking the movements at some point in the program. It's like, okay, now you have all the movements down and you know how you should be doing them, just like pop them into your day. And it's like, you know what, if you don't get your workout done that day, but you've kept like popping in these, you know, calf stretches or, you know, the back leg butt bonanza when you're like just, and the hip pelvic list when you're outside, it's like you have been moving the whole day. And your body's still working and toning, and you can do it. Like you can, even if you don't have that half an hour, you're still working your muscles and working your body. So
it's kind of moving away from this mindset where you have to be exercising in order to get the results you want, and you really don't, right?
Yeah, you have to get in the car and go to the gym. No, you don't have to do that.
No, I'm showing you another way.
Yeah.
You do not have to formally exercise. There is another way. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about you mentioned in the Facebook group that that you had like a bit of a watershed experience when you went to a spa with your sister-in-law.
So my sisters-in-law and I were like, we should go to the spa for a day. We should go for a half a day. We should go for a day. We should just go to a spa. And I'm thinking, oh, one of my sisters-in-law, she's so skinny and so thin. And I'm like, I don't want to be next to her. And then, you know, by the time I got to England and I was going to that spa, I was feeling, you know what? I could put my bathing suit on. And I had the robe on at first. And I was like, no, I'm fine. Took off my robe, put it down, hung it up. And I was like, no. And I felt good. Felt like it was amazing. So I went twice. I went in October and then in December when I went back. And in December, not even a worry about how I'm going to feel. I just felt good. Yeah.
Because what were you feeling in your body now after you had reshaped? In your body and in your mind, right? Because it's an emotional thing that we feel when we strong.
Yeah. So I had the figure back. Like it's not how it was when I was 20. I'm never going to be like that again. I've had 3 children. That's not going to happen. But I have a waist and I have nice hips now, like slim hips and they're strong. Like you can feel the muscle. Like I put on that bathing suit and I felt like I was like a nice, like that hourglass silhouette. Like I felt good. I felt strong. Like, yeah, I could walk around and fine.
Oh, that is wonderful. That is so wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Because what I'm really trying to give women in the Reshape Method is a sense of empowerment and of aging audaciously.
Yeah.
Do you feel that that's what you have gotten out of the program? You can say no.
Yeah, definitely. The fact that I didn't like put on keep the robe on or wear like, I don't know if you can in a spa, if you can wear like a cover up. Like I didn't feel the need. I was like, no, I'm good. It's okay. And I don't know, often, you know, I've been to the beach and I've worn like a cover up dress and I look at other people and I think, well, like they don't look so different from me. They don't really care. And now I think I'm at that point where I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good about myself. My body is strong and healthy and fit. And there you go. Take me as I am.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So if somebody had to ask you, why should I do the Reshape Method? What answer would you give them? Let's end with that.
So I'd say, is what you're doing right now working for you? Because if it's not working for you, then you should try Tracy's program, because Tracy's program, you get results. You have the science to back you. You have the movements. You have coaching, one-on-one group coaching. You have encouragement from the Facebook group. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain from joining the program. That's what I would say.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm just so blown away and just proud of the progress that you've made, and that you enjoyed it along the way too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you found it fun.
Yeah, but otherwise you wouldn't do the workouts, right? You would say, no, not for me. But I did. Like, they were simple but very effective. Right. Nothing that you can't do.
Awesome. And so you're going to be staying on in the Facebook group with us for a bit?
I would like to, yes.
Fantastic,
yeah,
right? Because as you were saying in that video that you put in the Facebook group as well, and maybe you can talk to us about just for a minute and then we'll end, because I know you've got things to do. If you can tell people a little bit why, it's a 12-week program, but it's not a 12-week program.
So, you get to the end. I got to the end of the 12-week program, and I put it on pause a little bit when I went on vacation the first time, because I came back and I was like, I did nothing. Oh, start again at week 4, like go back, start building up. I got to week 12 and I was like, but I don't want it to stop. Like, I want to keep doing this. And so we had our roundup Zoom meeting, and I said, how can I, what can I do now? How can I stay in the program? Because I don't want to lose this momentum. Like, I didn't want to just like finish the program and then go back to how I was before. Like, that's not going to work for me anymore. That's not going to work. And so, I'm looking forward to staying with this program and using the dashboard like every day, and like going back and re-listening to something that maybe I've forgotten about. Oh, I forgot about that. That's what I should be doing now. And knowing that I can add resistance and weights to all those workouts and change the way the workouts are working for me. So that's why I didn't want to leave. It's very comfortable here and supportive, and everybody's so encouraging. I was like, I don't want to leave this.
It is. It's an amazing group and an amazing community, right? Because there's something very, very special about being part of a group of people who get your worries, who can really appreciate your successes, and you're the same age and stage, right? Because this program is for women in peri and menopause, because we need to be moving in a certain way, and we need to be able to understand what it is that we need to do that we're not getting, that is going to make all the difference. Because often we don't even know what that is.
No, I mean, you do the things that you've done before and nothing works now, because menopause and perimenopause is different. Your body works differently, and you need to know how to work your body to make it work better and more efficiently. And this menopause is very hard on women. It's like hard on your body, and it's hard on you emotionally. It's like, yeah. So to have everybody's encouragement and your encouragement, and know that we're all working towards the same goal, it's a very rewarding and very helpful.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming to speak to us.
You're welcome.
And I love being on this audacious aging journey with you.
Yeah, I love it too.
And if anybody is watching, I'm actually, for the first time, I'm super excited about this, because quite a few people have asked me about what's the Reshape Method, and understand that the moves we do are very different, right?
Yeah.
That you do kind of, it does help to have a little bit of a taste of what it is that we're doing so that you can see if it resonates with you. So I have a trial going on that's starting this Sunday, but you do need to be signed up by Thursday, Friday at the absolute latest. And I do need to get on a call and chat with you, because the Reshape Method is not for everyone. We've got to make sure that it is a good fit for you, which is why we need to hop on a call. So amazing. I hope you'll see a whole lot of new people in the Facebook group next week.
So.
A few people have already signed up, and it's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming to chat to us, Claire. And we will speak again soon. See you at the coaching call on Thursday.
Yes. Thank you so much. And everybody should just try it, because it's going to change your life, I promise.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.